Welcome back, comrades. Today I wanted to talk about the progressive movement's choice of enemies. They have chosen the best enemies in this quest for fundamental transformation of the United States of America. And they chose these industries for a couple reasons, one of them being the banking industry and the insurance industry. They chose these industries because, for one, these two industries, if controlled by the government, have ultimate control over the people. Banks practically own the people through debt, so the government wants that. And then insurance, which would control people through medicine, through medical reasons. You'd be able to get in there and regulate every person's life, basically, because now you're paying for their health care. Okay, that's just common sense. Anybody who thinks that wouldn't happen is just not grounded in reality. So you have to choose your enemies in such a way that when it does come to when push does come to shove, you know, the enemies have to be indefensible. I mean, who can seriously come out with a straight face and defend the banks? I mean, who can do that? Who can come out with a straight face and defend the insurance companies? I mean, these two industries are notorious industries in this country. They're hated. Okay, a lot of this hate is manufactured through the progressive movement, by the progressive movement. For example, the insurance company. The insurance companies are hated by everyone. Because of the lack of competition is really the reason. Insurance companies behave the way they do because there are no other insurance companies that are going to take their customers from them. Okay? In a free market society, an insurance companies that deny claims and do the things that these insurance companies are hated for would fail. These companies would fail in a free market society because somebody else would ultimately realize that this insurance company sucks, and they'd create a new one and compete against that guy, and they'd win because, you know, who's going to stay with the guy that's not paying the claims? So that's what a free market society does. But the government, the progressive movement, has teamed up with the insurance companies. See, this is where the insurance companies, I don't think they really understand what the end game was when they got into bed with them, but the progressives knew. And the ultimate game is to take over. So what the progressives did, they talked to the lobbyists for the insurance companies, and they made it illegal for Americans to buy insurance anywhere they wanted to buy it. I mean, I should be able to buy insurance from California. I live in Maine. I should be able to buy insurance from California. And in a global economy, really, I should be able to buy insurance from any country I want. I mean, isn't this a global economy? But we won't get into that. But I should be able to buy insurance from California, and our government has made it illegal for me to do that. Made it illegal for you to do that. So that means this guy can treat people any way he wants because there's no one else to go to. A handful of people doing the same exact thing, there's nobody to go to. Okay? Banking industry. Create a class warfare against these people. And the way you do that is you get into bed with them. With them not knowing what the end game is, but you knowing damn well what it is. And the end game in this one is to take over as well. You create the Community Reinvestment Act. Okay, it makes you look like a humanitarian. All Americans deserve the American dream of home ownership. So you look like you look at Robin Hood, really. The banks didn't want to go along with it because, I mean, come on. These people can't pay their bills. Why would they want to do that? So the progressive movement said, well, we'll lift the Glass-Steagall Act. That way you can dump all of these bad loans right onto the market. You can create all kinds of investment schemes, and we'll let you do it. Don't worry. And so the banks, greedy. All they saw were dollar signs. So they did it. They went for it. Short-term gains, that's all that matters. short-term gains. And that's what they got. Huge. Huge. But it was to create a reformation. It was to get the people to hate these people. You understand that? So that the government can go in and take over in your name. Social justice. That's what it is. So they've chosen their enemies wisely, because their enemies are indefensible. Can you imagine a guy in an Armani suit coming out of Goldman Sachs? Even though Goldman Sachs is doing pretty good because, Obama owes him money. But could you imagine him coming out in his Armani suit saying, "This isn't fair"? How many people would actually take him seriously? God bless America.